It's tempting to think that the work of editors is limited to the questions what to write and how to write. In fact, they also need to grapple with the question whether to write, by which I mean ethics. I want to take this lecture to speak about an ethics of style, a topic that Joseph Williams, a past editor of the Chicago Manual of Style, addressed in his very readable and useful book, Style, 10 Lessons in Clarity and Grace. Here is one of his more eloquent remarks about the question whether to write. Writing can be good if it gets a job done, but if the job is ethically contemptible, then the writing may be very bad indeed, just because it is so good. Now here are a couple of examples of revisions of a sentence that entail ethical issues. It's one thing to say, I bumped into Tom, dropped the glass, and spilled the juice. But quite another to say, Tom and I bumped, the glass dropped, and the juice spilled. And another still to say, Tom bumped into me, and I dropped the glass, and spilled the juice. The same incident can be cast differently with different choices of words and sentence structures, that is to say, style. Now notice how this sentence is a bit accusatory, but recast this way takes responsibility. In corporate discourse, we have similar phenomena. Here is a paragraph written in a way that doesn't seem to acknowledge the company's responsibility, particularly the clause, mistakes may have occurred. This clause leaves the identity of the responsible agent unknown, an ethical issue indeed. And of course, your own discourse as an editor is not immune to the issue of an ethics of style. Notice the difference in the regard for the reader in these editorial comments to the writer. When you wrote this paragraph, you did not make clear what you meant, and so you don't get your point across. You also are wordy. Finally, you fail to support your claim because you don't present any evidence. The meaning of this paragraph is not clear, and so it does not get its point across. It is also wordy. Finally, it doesn't present any evidence to support its claims. After reading this paragraph, I could not understand it as well as I need to. I also felt I was reading too many words. Finally, I looked for but could not find evidence that would help me accept these claims. Take a moment now to confront your own attitudes towards an ethics of style by completing the exercise in the Resources 3 folder entitled 570 in Class Ethics of Style.